Good afternoon. Today is Saturday, February 19th. I'm Christy.
And I'm Meek, and you're watching the Scuttlebutt Spotlight. Today we're going to start off with the news as we always do. And our first story is about a man named Brian Stewart who infected his son with a syringe that had blood from an HIV patient on it when he was 11 months old in order to avoid paying child support.
Crazy.
Okay, but he's 19 years old now, and he's not complaining. He says he feels very blessed to be alive and to be able to share his story. And they said for the past 2 years they have not detected the HIV strand in his system. So that's really good. His father is serving time for his crime. So that's good.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's
good he's still alive because I think they had gave him 6 months to live or something.
Yeah, I think
after
so.
he was actually diagnosed with it. But that's crazy. People do crazy stuff.
Okay.
To avoid paying child support. That's I don't know.
Right.
In other news, it was reported this week that one of the reporters from the Grammy, Serene Branson, she was apparently doing her coverage piece, and she was talking, and from looking at the clip on YouTube, we completely could not understand anything that she was saying, and you would have thought that she was having a stroke. I mean, she said that the whole right side of her mouth and her hand and cheek just went numb, and she knew in her head what she wanted to say, but she couldn't say it. And to us, she wasn't coming out saying anything. But we thought she did have a stroke, but she was on the early show yesterday, and she reported that the doctors did a lot of testing on her, and she had a complicated migraine. And that sounds very simple because I get migraines all the time and I have prescriptions for them. But she had a complicated migraine, and it's like she just shut down on the right side. It was really, really crazy. It was scary too. I'm sure she was scared. But it looked way worse than what it was. But she's doing good. She's back at work. And she said she was scared and she just broke down crying. But after all her testing, she's doing good. So that's really, really good to know.
Yeah. All right. So next we're going to talk about a man from Phoenix, Arizona. His name is Chance Crack. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison and lifetime probation.
Was he on crack?
No, he was on meth.
Should have been.
For putting his 7-month-old son in the freezer. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm so upset with him. Like, why do you do that?
And then he took the baby out the freezer after the baby started crying. So I'm just confused as to how he got arrested or how they found out about it. But the news didn't report a full story. But him and his wife got
she got lifetime probation.
He got lifetime probation and 10 years, which he needs because that's crazy. I'm telling y'all, stay away from them drugs. I tried to tell y'all that 2 shows ago, but hey, what do I know?
Right.
In the news world, a lot went on this week, but in a nutshell, those were the highlighted cases. I don't have anything on my famous homeless homeboy this week. Ted, I hope you are doing good. I don't want no bad reports on you this week or next week. And next week my birthday, so please don't let me down. Come on, Teddy, you know we love you.
Right.
But as soon as I hear anything about Teddy Will, I would definitely let y'all know. We rooting for you, Ted. You know we give you a shout out every week.
We do.
And that's about it in the news.
Alright.
On to our shows. We didn't have many shows. A lot of shows are finale and out. And then we got some new shows coming up. Starting this Tuesday, the 22nd, we got The Real Housewives of Miami. And then we have Bethany Ever After. She starts on the 28th, which is the next Tuesday. I think March we got Army Wives coming. And we have The Real Housewives of OC.
And we got Celebrity Apprentice. I'm sorry.
Yes, Nene is going to be on there. We got Nene, LaToya Jackson, Lil Jon,
a whole bunch of
Star Jones. It's going to be a good Celebrity Apprentice. We haven't watched Celebrity Apprentice in a while. Yeah, so I'm excited. We got good shows coming up this spring, so we'll keep you posted. This past week, The Real Housewives of Atlanta did do a reunion, and we're going to update you on the reunion next week when they do part 2. Because this week it wasn't much to it, but next week it looked like they're going to dig deep, and I'm ready for them to get into Phaedra about that due date, because I'm still trying to figure that out, honey. You just need to come on with the come on, because we know what it is. It's 2011, and just be real about yours. But we'll get to that next week. This week on Basketball Wives, the girls went to Fashion Week, which we need to. We're going to start small and hit up New York before we go to Madrid, but we need to go. What happened in Madrid?
Man, Royce was acting all kinds of crazy because she said she didn't feel good or whatever.
She should stayed in the U.S.
Right. They was like, okay, so what's wrong with you? And she couldn't really give them a good answer. So then when they started joking on her, then she wanted to get all attitude.
They were mean girls. What grade are they in?
Come on, really?
To be saying, okay, we must discuss Tammy's hair. Tammy, I don't know what to say. I gave you Ricky's name and I gave you Ricky's location, and you still choose not to follow my directions. That hair was a wreck, and that hair should not have been in Madrid. They shouldn't even let you off the plane in Madrid with your hair looking like that. And then the last, 7 minutes of the show when they were interviewing her, it was all hooked up. So, you know, that was the after money. After she got her first paycheck from the Basketball Wives episode 1, she had the Lala weave going on. The Lala Vesquez weave going on, looking good. But before that... girl, Kenny did you wrong. You need to go back and sue him now for what he did to you, because that hair is not the butter.
Yeah.
What else happened in Madrid? Because all I remember is that hair, honey.
And just Roy.
But the girls was looking good. They look fly.
Yeah,
they look good. They keep it coming. It's been some news with one of our basketball wives this week in the news, but we're going to wait for some more of that to come out before we report any of that, because I don't know what's true and what's not true.
Right.
With Miss Evelyn and Ocho, so we'll see. And by the way, he changed his name back to Johnson. I don't know.
Too much.
Anywho,
moving on
to the game. Malik. Oh my
God.
I'm ready for his character to get back on a good foot, because you really acting crazy.
He is. And I'm glad Derwin punched him. I mean, you know, I'm like glad that he did, but he needed to be put in his place because he was just all out of control.
He was, and I understand he was upset that Derwin did not come to his press conference, but you should have called him and had a conversation on the phone about it. Right. I'm like, that was weeks ago, homeboy. Yeah. But I'm glad he went back to rehab, and he need to get his stuff together, because it's not looking good for the 40 million kid. It's not looking good. Derwin outshining you, and we still on that Nike commercial, boy. You better step your game up.
Right.
What else?
Kelly, trying to be back in the sun.
What is she doing?
I don't know. First of all, you the one who wanted the divorce.
Yes.
So you have to take that in stride. You can't be trying to be back in the Sunbeams when you divorced the football player
and taking over. Melanie's doing good with the Sunbeams. I'm proud of her.
I'm glad she finally spoke up, because like she be scared.
I know, she let her into the club and all the girls was leaving all slowly.
They was mad at her.
Poor Kelly. I don't know what's gonna happen with her, but next week it looks like it's gonna be some juicy conversation between her and Jason. So I can't wait. I say this every week, but I wish the game was an hour, because it's just too short. Then we got commercials.
Right. So it's even shorter.
It's like 18 minutes and some change. Girl, can the girl get 25 minutes in one commercial? I mean, good Lord. But anyway, we'll keep you posted on that.
Right.
Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy was good as usual.
Meredith took over the ER for the night.
She did good.
I think she did good, considering she had a lot of drama going on in the ER that night.
It was crazy. Yeah. Chief's wife. What did you think about that?
I think something was wrong with her, because she changed her story like 3 or 4 times.
And I think Meredith know exactly what's wrong with her, because Meredith's mom died of Alzheimer's. And they're doing that Alzheimer's study on Grey's Anatomy. And I think he is trying to avoid, because he know what happened he know what happened to Ellis Grey. Right. But that was crazy. And her and I'm about to draw a blank. Her husband trying to have a baby. Dr. McHottie. They try to have a baby, and I'm excited about that. So hopefully that works out.
Hopefully so. Christina being a godmother
to Callie. I was just going to say that we didn't see much of Callie this week. We saw her briefly, but we didn't see her much of this week. So she must be doing good in the baby. And Christina don't need to be nobody godmama. Honey, you just got back to work, and we happy about that. Right. And we just trying to get you good and stable. I don't think children is the answer, and you and your husband definitely don't need to be having no kids either.
Agree.
Not yet, but we got you, girl. Just stay stable for a little while longer, and we'll approve that soon. Bailey
getting it in.
She was doing the most in the little nurse's room. But he's a little cutie too.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm glad, because she's been through a whole lot. The baby, and then she got divorced, and so she's sowing her wild oats.
Go girl.
Being a little whore like the rest of them on Grey's Anatomy. I see you, girl.
You stupid.
It was good now. It was good.
But that black guy who died when he was his son.
That
oh my gosh,
was
it was
awful.
so sad.
They were going to what, a baseball game?
Yeah, I think it was either baseball or basketball. But everybody was trying to go to that game, even the doctors and.
Oh, that's the same one that Crab was trying to go to. Okay, yeah.
So it was really sad that he died, and Meredith did not want to call that time of death, and I didn't either. I was like, save him! Oh my God, save him so he can take his son to the game. That was horrible,
and it was like less than an hour before he was fine, and he just had stomach problems, and then he's gone. And then this little boy called at the end of the show, and she had to talk to the mom, and that's just horrible. I can't even imagine. Then she put the phone down and went to the next patient. So I guess that is the life of a doctor, but that's a lot. It takes a strong person to do that. That's why I'm so emotional. I don't think I should be doing all that.
Right.
That's about it. The TV shows, like I said, we didn't have that many. I'm gonna do a throwback case real quick for those of y'all who don't know. Diane Downs. She shot her 3 kids in 1987, if I'm not mistaken. Drove to the hospital and claimed that somebody had carjacked her and shot her kid. One of her children died on arrival to the hospital, and the other 2 survived. One actually had a stroke, and when she was able to recover years later, she pointed her mom out as the shooter. She was sentenced to life in jail plus 50 years. I don't know why they just didn't shoot her right then and there in front of the judge, because that's a whole lot. But anyway, the last time she went out for parole was this past December 2010. She was denied, and she cannot apply again to 2020. But that's horrible. It's a horrible case, and she needs to stay in jail for the rest of her life. Right, but she is still there, thank God. And we'll be bringing you throwback cases when we have time. But that is, in a nutshell, the update on Diane Downs. And her other 2 children were adopted by the prosecutor in that case, and they are living beautifully now. And they have changed their name, so don't know about them. All right, until next week.
Deuces.
Hope you enjoyed it. Deuces.